Hi dear students, I am Srinivas from Sri Sai Sadbhavana School. Now we have already completed the three lessons. That is how the earth, what is the universe, earth and the early man. How the planet earth looks, everything we have studied, and next we are discussed about the early man, how the evolution of man takes place. How the evolution of the man takes place, how we find out the fire, how we find out the wheel, okay, and how he started the things, that is rearing the things, that means domesticating the animals as well as the agriculture, how we started, everything we have studied. Now we will move to the our basic needs. Our basic needs, fourth chapter, page number 19. Our basic needs. In the early stages, first we will discuss about what is the basic needs of a man. What are the basic needs of a man? What we need every day in our daily life, what we need. In the early morning, we are getting up, we need, yes, coffee or tea or anything. Okay, breakfast. Next, before this breakfast, here comes what we take? Bath. We will take bath. Correct? Next, breakfast. After the breakfast, work we are doing. Next, lunch. Next, dinner in the night. After this, we want to take rest. That means sleep. So, these are the basic daily routine of our daily life. Routine, work, what we are doing in our daily life. Everything should be done in some place. In some place. We need coffee, breakfast, lunch, dinner. So this comes under food. This comes under food. Next comes this, taking bath, taking rest and leaving, everything comes under shelter. Food, shelter. Next the thing is clothing. So we have to wear the clothes. We have to wear the clothes, that is clothing. These are the very, very important basic things of a man. Which one is? First one is food, shelter and clothing. So these are the important basic needs of a civilized man. Civilized man. So how the early man fulfilled his basic needs? Now you know very well how we will fulfill this food by eating the everything. That means we know very well which should be eaten in the morning, we should be eaten in the afternoon, we should be eaten in the night, and where should we take the rest? We'll take in the our homes. Okay. For this we are getting the earning the money. To fulfill all these needs, we will work in separate place in some places. Okay, where we have shelter there also. Okay, clothing. We know different types of clothes in different seasons. In different seasons, we are wearing different clothes. But what about the early man? What about the early man? So how is his? How he fulfill his food, his shelter, his clothing? Okay, we will study in this lesson. Our basic needs are food, shelter and clothing are the basic needs. Food, shelter, clothing are the basic needs of a man. Because without food, we can't live. Without shelter, we can't take rest or we can't live in a safety place. Without clothing, we can't imagine how our life is. Okay. So, these are very, very important. We will learn in this lesson how he, that means the early man, fulfill these food, shelter and clothing. Okay, food, shelter and clothing, how he fulfills one by one in this lesson. Okay, so now we will move to the lesson. Now I will read the lesson. In the early stages of evolution, humans did not attach much importance to the basic needs like shelter and clothing. In early days, they lived in forests just like animals. With their intelligence, they invented ways to satisfy their needs. Gradually, they started exploring their surroundings and shaping their world. They discovered ways to meet the basic needs like food, shelter, and clothes. So I will explain this. In the early stages of evolution, humans did not attach much importance to the basic needs like shelter and clothing. They are not much attached to the shelter and clothing because they don't know how to wear the clothes, how the clothes are manufactured. They don't know anything. So they are not given any importance to the clothes. They are not given any importance to the basic needs. Okay. That means they are not much attached. That means they are just like the animals. They are just like the animals. Now see, in the streets, some animals are there. In the forest, some animals are there, but they don't think about the shelter or anything. Shelter or clothing. In the same way, man is also like a animal in that stage. Okay, he is also not thinking or not he is not thinking about the clothing as well as the shelter because there is no shelter for him. Where he is taking the rest, he is taking in the caves, he is taking rest in the on the trees, on the branches of the trees or in the caves. Okay, like that. In some places he is taking the rest. Okay, so he is not worried about that basic things, but he is only worried about the food. He is only worried about the food. In early days, they lived in forest just like animals. As I have already explained in the last class, in the third chapter, as well as in the now we are also explaining that the early man lived just like an animal. He lived just like an animal. Next, after that, with their intelligence, after thinking something and after thinking he is seeing the surroundings. He is thinking, why I can't use this surrounding? Because so many things are there. Fruits, everything, plants is there. So how can I build a shelter? How can I wear the clothes? How can I protect my body by wearing the some things? Like that he started thinking. He started thinking to wear the clothes. He started to thinking to wear the clothes. That means to cover his body. To cover his body as well as getting safety place to take rest. Safety place to take rest and also to protect from the other animals. To protect from the other animals. So he made his surrounding to according to his needs. With their intelligence, they invented ways to satisfy their needs. That is to satisfy their needs, they made some changes in their surroundings. Gradually, they started exploring the surroundings and shaping their world. Exploring means they have started to use it. Exploring means using. Exploring means using. Okay. They discovered ways to meet the basic needs like food, shelter, and clothing. Okay. They started to discover new ways to get the food, to get the shelter, and the clothes. Okay. By exploring the surroundings, that means by using the things which are present in the surroundings. By using the things which are available in the surroundings, they started to get the food, to get the shelter, and to get the clothes. Okay, how they will get? We will go one by one. First, we will go to the food. Okay, food. The early man wandered from place to place and led a nomadic life. He collected berries, roots of trees, honey, meat, and caught fish from water bodies. He ate all this raw as the art of cooking was not known to him. Slowly, by applying his intelligence, he learned to grow a variety of food crops. He also learned to make fire and cook food. This development was very gradual and led to today's modern food habits. That means how the early man learned to cook the food, everything here they have given. The early man wandered from place to place and led a nomadic life. That means he is a nomad. That means he is wandered from place to place in search of food. In search of food. Nomad, the people who are wandering from place to place in search of food and shelter, they are called as nomads. He is leading a nomadic life. So the early man lead a nomadic life. He collected berries. What he's done? He collected the berries, roots of trees, okay, roots of the trees, honey, okay, meat, and caught fishes in the fish from the water bodies. That means in the rivers and seas are everything is present at that time also. So he caught the fishes from that and eat raw material, raw as. That means he is not cooked anything because he don't know how to cook the food. He don't know how to cook the food. He ate all this raw as the art of cooking was not known to him. That means art of cooking. That means how to prepare, how to boil or how to fry it. He don't know anything about it. So he ate as it is available. That is raw. Raw means how it is available, like that he is eating. Okay. Slowly, by applying his intelligence, slowly after, that means he is applying his intelligence, he learned to grow a variety of food crops. So he started to grow food crops. That means ragi, okay, everything, ragi, paddy, everything he started to grow the food crops. Okay. He also learned to make fire and cook food. That means he is learned to make the fire and cooking the food, frying the food. Okay, this development was very gradual and led to today's modern food habits. That means this was very slow process. He learned it is slow process, gradual and led to today's modern food habits. What we are eating now. Okay, that everything comes from his knowledge. That means improving, gradually improving. What we have done? Gradually improving. Okay, that means after that, after finding the fire, he also improves himself gradually, and now what we are eating the modern food now. Okay, so this is how the food habits has developed from the old age, stone age people to now modern age. Okay, next come to shelter. See here how he is hunting an animal and carrying an animal has done. Now we can't do like this. Okay, because hunting of animals is banned. Carrying like this is also banned. Okay, what we are doing? We are very simple. We are domesticating the animals. Domesticating, if you want to eat animals, we will domesticate them and we will eat them. Otherwise, it is available in the shop. Okay, but the vegetarian, they eat the food grains and everything. Okay, whatever we want, it is available in the market and everywhere. So see how the days are changed, how the civilization has changed. How the civilization has changed. Next come to shelter. Next come to shelter. This is also very important basic need of the man. The early man lived in the jungles, caves and tree tops. With the discovery of fire and the use of wheels, community living came into being. People started living in small groups along river banks. This led to the establishment of small villages and towns. Towns expanded to cities where people shifted for more comfort. Today we can see multi-storied buildings in cities where people of various cultures and religions live together in harmony. Now about the shelter. The early man, where he is lived in the caves as well as on the tree branches as well as in the that means tree tops, tree jungles, where like an animal he is lived. With the discovery of fire and the use of wheels, community living came into being. That means came into being. That means after finding the fire and after inventing the wheel, after inventing the wheel, community living started. Community means living some people together. Living some people together is called as community living. For example, 20 members are living in a group is called as community living. Okay, community living means 20 to 30 people are living in a group at the time, because at the time population is very less. Population is very less. So making them in 20-30, it is a great thing. So that much living is called as community living. People started living in small groups along the river banks. Along river banks. Why? Because in the summer they are suffering from scarcity of water, because no rain. At the rainy season they are get plenty of water, but in the summer as well as in the winter they are fed with the water. They don't know how to dig the bore well or dig the wells or anything. So they depend on the river water. They depend on the river water. So for that reason they suggest or they take shelter near the river banks, because throughout the year the river is flowing, so they are getting the water. They are getting the water. For that reason they are taking the shelter near the river banks. Okay, living in small groups along river banks, this led to the establishment of small villages and towns. Gradually this improves the villages, that means population has increased, the small villages are started, and that means small villages are built. After that villages become towns. Okay, towns expanded to cities. That means small towns once again expanded to cities, where people shifted for more comfort. See, so many villages people are coming to Bangalore. For what purpose? Here it is more comfort. Here we are getting everything. In villages we are not getting some things. We are getting everything in villages also. But some people want to lead more comfortable, so that people are moving to towns to get more comfort. In the villages also we are getting so much comfort, like pure air, everything. But in Bangalore we are not getting pure air or anything. But still the people are wish to come to Bangalore, because not only to Bangalore, to the cities or towns. Why? Because here they are feeling more comfort. Here they are feeling more comfort. Okay, today we can see multi-storied buildings in cities. Now you can see so much of buildings, that is apartments, that is they are called as multi-storied. Multi means so many, storied buildings, but that means floors buildings. Okay, multi-storied buildings means so many floors buildings, that means 30 floors, 40 floors they are building, like the apartments. Okay, where people of various cultures and religions live together in harmony. That means different culture people, different religion people are living in harmony. What is the meaning of harmony? In adjustment. That means there is no war between them. There is no any conflicts. That means there is no any fighting between them. They are living in harmony. They are living in harmony. That means like a friend, like a one family they are living. With the different cultures also, different religion peoples are living like a single family. That is called as harmony. Okay. Next come to clothing. The initial clothing known to early man was made of leaves and barks of trees. When he learned to grow crops, he grew cotton and flax. The fiber of these plants was used for making fine clothes. Today, we dress according to our taste and use different kinds of materials such as cotton, silk, wool, nylon and polyester for making clothes. Machines have made the production of clothes even easier. Next come to the clothing, that is clothes. The initial clothing known to early man was made of leaves and barks of trees. First, what is the cloth he started? He started with the leaves. He wear the leaves. He tighten the leaves with the some thread, not thread. Thread is not available. That means with the roots or with the strings like that is tightened that one. Okay. And barks of trees. When you remove some material from the tree, that means if the stem is there, it is a covered with the outer layer like this. Outer layer like this. Okay. If you remove this, it will look like a shape of this. Okay, like this. They will cover it with, cover our body with this. Cover his body with this. Okay. When he learned to grow crops, after knowing to grow crops, he grew cotton and flax. He grew cotton and flax is also one material by which we will make the clothes. The fiber of these plants was used for making fine clothes. Fiber, that means thread. Fiber means thread are used for making the fine clothes. Today we dress according to our taste and use the different kinds of materials such as cotton, silk, wool, nylon and polyester for making clothes. That means nowadays how we will wear? We will wear different kinds of dresses. For one festival one dress, for another festival one type, for some special occasions we wear something like that. In our clothing it is so much, so many different materials we are wearing. Okay, not only the different materials, the types of clothes are also different. Terracotta, woolen, polyester, like that, everything, silk. Okay, we are by using all this we are making the clothes and we are wearing them. Nowadays, machines are not only nowadays, from before 100 years, machines have made the production of clothes even easier. That means in the machines we are weaving the clothes. We are weaving the clothes and we are purchasing them from the shop and we are making how, in which design we want, in that design we are making the clothes. Okay, so now in the before that, that means the early man wears only the leaves as well as the bark of the trees. Next comes to needs and wants. The things that are essential for our existence are known as needs. Our basic needs are food, shelter and clothing. We need food to get energy, clothes to protect us from hot and cold weather and house to shelter us. Wants refers to things which we need to live more comfortably. Want of one person differs from the of another. It depends on one's desire and ambition in life. Example, bigger house, latest gadgets, fine designer clothing, etc. So what is the difference between needs and wants? Here they have explained needs and wants. So here some difference is there about the needs and wants. We will now study about it. The things that are essential for our existence are known as needs. That means basic needs. This one. Food, shelter and clothes are very, very important for man. Without that we can't live. That means whatever it is, you want to eat some food, wherever it is a small poor hut or in a small house or in a multi-storied building, you need the shelter. Whether it is a cotton or whether it is a polyester, whether it is a silk, you need clothes. Okay, that basic needs things are called as needs. That basic things are needs. Our basic needs are food, shelter and clothing. Which are the basic needs? Food, shelter and clothing. We need food to get energy. For what purpose we are eating the food? To get energy, to work or to live. Okay. Clothes to protect us from hot and cold weather. That means the clothes why we are using to protect us from the cold and hot weather. And for what purpose we are using the house? To shelter us. To shelter us. So these are the basic needs of a man. Okay. Then comes to wants. That means every man should need this one. Either he is rich or poor. Okay. Rich people live in some places, poor people live in some places. Okay. Middle class people live in some places. According to their capacity they are living. They are called as basic needs. Next come to wants. What is the meaning of wants? Wants refer to things which we need to live more comfortably. That means here food means something, whatever, like roggy ball or anything like that. Okay. Shelter in a some hut or anything. Okay. Clothes, any clothes, no problem. But here wants means we are deciding what the food we want to eat. We need some special food like pizza, like that. Okay, that is the wants. That is the wants. Everything decided like this only we have to live. They are called as the wants. Needs means the basic needs. Whatever it is, okay, we will live, no problem. That is the needs. Wants means it is perfectly planned. It is perfectly planned things. Okay. We need to live more comfortably. Want of one person differs from that of another. That means all the wants of all the people are not same. One want to live rich, some want to live an ordinary life. Some want to live in a middle class life. So wants differ from one person to another. It depends on one's desire and ambition in life. That means it depends on his desire. Okay, his ambition. For example, bigger house. Some people want to live in a bigger house, latest gadgets. That means everything, TV, mobile, fridge, everything they need. Okay, fine and designer clothing. Every day they want to wear new clothes, or every day they want to wear designed clothes. They want to live a stylish life. Stylish life. So that is the want. Some people are there. They want to live ordinary life. Whatever we get, okay, that's enough. Okay, we live in a hut, okay, no problem. We live without a bike, okay, I live. Without a cycle also, we will live. I will walk for wherever we want to go. I will travel by a bus. But some people need, we want car. Okay, we want to travel by AC bus. Like that, some wants are there. That is the difference between needs and wants. The wants of people are differ from person to person. Okay, so this is about the lesson, our basic needs. Okay, now I will read, do you know? John Marshall was a famous archaeologist who brought out in 1921 the hidden Mohenjo-daro and Harappa, the cities of one of the oldest civilizations. John Marshall was a famous archaeologist. What is the meaning of archaeologist? The people who are finding the old things or deciding to which age they are belonging and everything. That kind of people are called as archaeologists. This is also one type of studies. This is also one type of studies to deal with that means to find with the old people, what the old people has done, how they are life studies, everything they will study. Okay, they are called as archaeologists. Okay, he is one, that is John Marshall was a famous archaeologist who brought out in 1921. In the year 1921, the two cities, Harappa and Mohenjo-daro, hidden cities, that means they are inside the earth. He digged them. He digged them and he find out how the people of Harappa and Mohenjo-daro are living and everything. The cities of one of the oldest civilizations. That is one civilization, Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. Okay, nylon, the synthetic fiber, got its name from the cities New York and London. Nylon. Okay, Nylon. Okay, the synthetic fiber got its name from the cities New York and London. See here, New York, okay, and London. That means Nylon. Okay, Nylon, nylon. That means it gets from the name cities name New York and London. Nylon means. Okay, tribal people still lead a primitive and nomadic life in some parts of the world. That means some tribal peoples are there. They are belonging to some tribes in Andaman and Nicobar Islands and some places. They are leading the nomadic life. They won't expose to the new civilization. Still they are living the without clothes and without they are eating the raw food only. They are even not cooking anything. They are eating the raw food. Okay. They are living in the caves. Still the peoples are there in Amazon forest, like that areas. Okay. Next, let's recall Humans were wandered first and then learned the art of making fire, cooking, farming and wearing clothes. It means all the humans are first wanderers, nomads. They are moving from place to place in search of food and everything. So next he learned to make fire, cooking, farming and wearing clothes. Okay, humans gradually transformed their lifestyle in every aspect. That means they have gradually transferred their lifestyle. See how the early man was living, now how we are living. It is gradually transferred. Lifestyle in every aspect, in everything. He is living in a cave, now we are living in a good houses. He is eating a raw food, now we are eating a tasty food. Okay. Now we are wearing safety clothes. In the summer we wear cotton clothes. In the winter we wear woolen clothes. At that time we don't know how to weave the clothes or from which the clothes are making. We don't know about it. Food, clothing and shelter are our basic needs. Food, shelter and clothes are our basic needs. I have already explained. Things which are acquired to live more comfortably are known as wants. That means to live more comfortably. With the basic needs we live comfortably, but more comfortably with these wants. Okay. When our needs are attained, we try to acquire our wants in order to lead a luxurious life. That means when our needs are fulfilled, then we will start to search the wants. That means with this food and shelter and clothes, we earn some money. So then next we will start the wants. So we are living in a small house, we have some money, so we will purchase a big house. We have a two-wheeler, we earn some money, we will purchase a car. Okay, like that we are improving our needs. That means living more comfortably. Okay, this is about the lesson, our basic needs. I hope you understand. Okay, thank you very much. Have a nice day. Please like and subscribe our channel. Okay, thank you very much.